Hello everybody, you're welcome to our YouTube channel. I want to thank those that have subscribed, and if you're yet to hit the subscribe button, we have lots and lots of exciting conversations that's going to be happening on this channel. Please do well to hit the subscribe button. Today we have a very interesting topic that we're going to be discussing about, and we have a wonderful speaker in the house. We'll be talking about self-care, and this conversation is very important because it goes a long way to tell us how much and the quality of our life as a person. So it's very important to get to know about self-care, the importance, the difference between self-care, self-love, and we have a lot of conversations that is going to be going on around here. So please stay tuned. You don't want to miss any part of this conversation, trust me. So today we have a wonderful speaker in our midst, an amazing personality. She's going to be introducing herself. You're welcome.
Thank you. So good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. My name is Awajioniro. I'm a relationship and personality coach. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. So like I said, we're going to be having a very interesting topic about self-care, the importance of self-care, and why you need to know how to take care of yourself as a person. So we have Miss Awaji in the house today, and she's going to be doing an amazing job as it regards this topic. Just as you heard her say, she's a relationship intentionality coach. So she's going to be bringing in her perspective about how you can be intentional about yourself, and we're going to be having a very interesting and exciting time today. So Miss Awaji, I want you to tell us what you understand by the word self-care.
Okay, self-care, just as the word implies, for me it's taking care of yourself in a healthy and sustainable way, like taking care of your physical, your mental, and your emotional health in a healthy and sustainable way. But moving forward, before then, I would like us to differentiate between self-care and self-indulgence, because when people hear self-care, they just think, okay, self-care is self-indulgence. Self-care is not being selfish. Self-care is not being self-centered. Self-indulgence, it's like, I would say it's defined as instant gratification, like without thinking about the future consequences. Like the things you do now, maybe you just indulge yourself. And some examples of those self-indulgence for me, it's like overeating. You know, somebody will say, I'm feeling depressed, and the person is overeating. You just stay in the house. Some people drinking is self-indulgence. But somehow they think they're taking care of themselves because, oh, they do these things. Like, when I drink, I feel better. So I want us to just know that it's different. Like, self-care is not self-indulgence. Self-care is those things that you do to keep yourself healthy. Emphasis on healthy, and that is sustainable. While self-indulgence is those things that you do for instant gratification.
Wow, that's a very good highlight as it regards this topic, because it's very important, just like you said, for you to know the difference between self-care and self-indulgence. Talking about overeating, I remember something that people used to say, especially those that are on the big side. They'll be like, "Na fat, I don't keep per se." So they want to start eating, and they feel that they are loving themselves. So we talk about self-love. So they feel that they are loving themselves. So it doesn't matter what other people think about them. So they're not putting their health into consideration. And just like you mentioned, self-care is you ensuring that you're healthy and something that is sustainable. So not just for the instant rush of emotions and how you feel about yourself at that time. So it's very, very important, because we are in a time where people, they feel that once somebody makes a certain comment about themselves, they feel that maybe you're crossing your boundary, and so they don't want to take into cognizance how what they are doing actually affects themselves. So it's important to note that you have to, whatever you're doing is something that keeps you fit and is sustainable. Thank you so much for that wonderful explanation. So we're going to be going into a more similar subject area to what you've emphasized on, and that's self-care, self-love, and self-esteem. Is there a relationship between the three of them?
Yes, there is a relationship between the three, between self-care, self-love, and self-esteem, because they are intertwined. Now let me say, it takes you to love yourself before you can care for yourself. If you don't love yourself, there is no way you can love yourself and don't care for yourself. But some people think they love themselves, but they don't care for themselves. Like, now let me tell you what caring for yourself means when you come to love yourself. Now, caring for first of all, when you love yourself, your ability to love yourself is about your ability to know you. Like when you've come to the realization that you're not a perfect person, you're a work in progress. You love yourself for your perfection and for your imperfection. And when you've come to that realization that, okay, I'm not a perfect person, but I'm a work in progress, you love yourself. You accept yourself for who you are, and you're trying to be better in whatever you're doing. Now, you working towards getting better, you start taking care of yourself. Now, when you take care of yourself, you start protecting your space. Do you understand? You start defining the relationship you build, whether be it friendship relationship or emotional relationship. Let me use that. And when you're intentional about yourself, it builds your self-esteem. Somehow you feel good about yourself. Do you understand? If you're not taking care of yourself, you will have low self-esteem. That's the truth. The reason why some persons have low self and they don't even know it is because they don't love themselves. And when you don't love yourself, people will treat you less than you treat yourself. So it makes you feel bad about yourself. So you see, you cannot differentiate them. You can't remove them from each other. You take care of yourself, you love yourself, you take care of yourself, it affects your self-esteem, affect the way you see yourself.
Yes, that's a fact. When you love yourself, it affects the way you take care of yourself. Thank you so much for throwing more light to that. Just like you mentioned, they are intertwined, so we can't do without them. So your self-love builds self-esteem, builds your self-confidence and how you perceive yourself, and the way you also carry yourself. That's how people outside. So people cannot love you more than you love yourself.
Never.
Wow. It's an interesting conversation, sincerely. And as you're taking note of this, please put it in the comment section. Give us your feedback. Let us see the fire emoji and how you feel about this exciting section. Thank you so much for staying to this time. So we're going to be going into the benefits of self-care. So we've heard about what self-care is all about, self-esteem, and how it helps you build your self-confidence. So we want to know, what are the benefits attached to taking care of yourself?
Okay, one of the benefits, there are several benefits. See, self-care is all about taking care of your mental health, your physical health, and emotional health. There are lots of benefits. Now, one of the benefits to take care of yourself is, number one, it builds your self-confidence. That's where self-esteem comes in. It builds your self-confidence. When you know that I'm taking care of myself, I'm looking nice, I'm healthy, I'm eating well, I smell good, I'll have self-confidence. Do you understand? And number two, it makes you chase and achieve your dreams. Like if you say, okay, I want to do this, it's because you're fit. You will go. It gives you this resilient spirit in you. Do you understand? If you're taking care of yourself, you know that there is nothing I cannot do. There's this, like, you just believe. It gives you self-belief. Like you believe in yourself. And health-wise, it makes you stay fit. When you take care of yourself, you know that I'm not supposed to eat this. It's going to affect me. You know that, oh, I'm supposed to sleep by this time. Do you understand? So somehow it's just make you feel good. It's when you take care of yourself, it helps in your relationship, your day-to-day relationship with people. Because when you take care of yourself, you don't feel insecure. Yeah, you see some people, they just go out there, they can't stand crowd, they can't stand social gatherings. Like they feel timid, they feel like there's just this feeling that's there. It's because you're not taking care of yourself. When you start being intentional about taking care of yourself, you can enter any crowd and meet, like you know that you're okay, you know that you're good, you're healthy. It just gives you this confidence all around. Build your relationship with people, you don't feel intimidated easily. So it cannot be overemphasized. It is important in every aspect of our lives. Taking care of yourself, even spiritually. Let's go to that aspect. Taking care of yourself, you know that you know the word of God. It helps you build, like, if I'm taking care of yourself, I'm being intentional about my spiritual life. I read my Bible. I'm intentional about my relationship with God. And when I go there, I'm not afraid of anything. Because, you know, I know who is behind me. I know that, oh, I have my Father in heaven. Like, just this confidence. So it gives you all-round confidence and it keeps you healthy. It can't be overemphasized.
Wow, these benefits are all encompassing, and it's so amazing that we are having this conversation at this time, especially when we are seeing a lot on social media. A lot of things are happening, the pressure here and there. So when you know how to take care of yourself, you know what you should do at a particular time and what you should not do. So it gives you that confidence in yourself. So and it also reminds me of a particular perspective I once had about learning how to say no to people. I think we can throw more light to the relationship between self-care and setting boundaries.
Okay, yes, that's a good one. Now, you said learning how to say no is another way of taking care of yourself. You know, some persons have several. You see some people say, my parents, I don't know how to say no. I don't know how to say no. The reason why you don't know how to say no is because you don't know how to accept no. Let me tell you, for me, I'm one emotional person. Like, growing up, I have, maybe because the way I was raised, I always have my way. If I tell my dad I'm going to this school, let everyone fall, I'll go to that school. Like, maybe I was overindulged, but when I start growing up, I now realize that if somebody tell me no, I feel so bad. That's why I could not tell somebody no. Like, somebody will say do this, and I know that this thing, if I do this, is going to affect me. I wasn't able to say no. But until I come to that realization that no is a complete sentence, and it's okay for someone to tell you no. Immediately I understood that, and I started accepting it. If somebody told me no, it doesn't affect our friendship. If we are friends and you say no to me, before it used to affect, like I'll start but now, when I start accepting that no, I was not able to say no. Do you understand? I was not able to say no because I could accept it. Now you telling me no, I would just make up reason in my head that maybe this person does not have this thing. Maybe they are not in the right place to give me this thing. So just maybe I will just give excuse for them, and then I will not ask any further question. And since I start accepting it, it was easy for me to say no. Do you understand? So until you start saying no for your mental peace, for your emotional well-being, you start accepting it. That's when you start saying it. And when you start saying it, you realize that your life will become a lot more easier. And another thing, that you will stop complaining for things you permit. You will stop complaining because somebody cannot start, okay, you said yes to this thing, and then it's now affecting you, and you're complaining. But you said yes to it. So but when you start understanding that, okay, I can say no and I'll be okay with it. Do you understand? No, it's no. If you're my friend, you should respect that. We all move on. I don't need to explain myself much. And since I can know that, okay, my friend is going to tell me no, I'm going to take it. So why can't I say no to you when I know it's going to affect me? So the first step for setting boundaries and saying no is to be able to accept it. Accept it. Know that people are not always going to come through for you. People are going to disappoint you. You don't know what they are facing. For me, how I do it, not to feel bad, I give excuse for them. In my head, I just say, okay, they are, because you don't know what anybody's going through. So at the point in time, you might need their help, and they said no. It's a no. You don't need to further explanation. And if I can take it, I sure can give it.
Wow, it reminds me of a saying that you should learn how to say no and don't feel guilty about it. And it goes a long way to let us know that it's very important we build our mind and to be open enough to people and what we expect from people. So there are times that personally I do tell myself that, okay, I'm not expecting so much from this person. I'm not going to get 100%. So my mind is open that whatever happens, this person is human, so I may not get everything I want at that time. So I also put myself in that same position, just like you mentioned earlier when we started, that you have to know for a fact that you're not perfect. So when you see yourself as someone that is a work in progress, you're not under so much pressure, trying to meet up and try to please people. You know, at times we want to please people at our own expense. So even when it's not comfortable, even when it's just like you mentioned, you're saying a yes to something and then you're complaining, it's not worth it. For the sake of your mental health, it's not worth it. We've been having a very interesting conversation around here, and I believe you are getting a lot of value. Like I said earlier, Start putting it in the comment section. Tell us how this section has been amazing and what you've learned so far. So we're going to be going into what self-care is and what self-care is not. You know, a lot of persons, we've heard the word self-care, self-love, and all of that, but we really want to know what self-care is and what self-care is not.
Yeah, okay. That's what I said earlier, that self-care is different from self-indulgence. Now, some people, a lot of persons that mix this up, what self-care, there's some things they feel that, okay, this is self-care, but this is not self-care. And one of that things is what self-care is living within your means. When you live within your means, that's you taking care of yourself. What people think is self-care is living beyond your means, if there's anything like that, like spending more than you earn, trying to please people. We are in the state of social media, everybody wants to feel among, everybody's like, okay, I'm at the top, and then maybe you earn 100k, and what you spend in a month just to be out there to look some certain way is more over 200k. Now you spend that, okay, maybe you see this hair or you see this shoe or you want to buy it, and just to feel good about yourself in that instant. Oh, when I put it on, people are going to see that. That's not you taking care of yourself. You know why? Because after you get that, it drains you, it strains you. There are other things you want to do, you're broke. That's not taking care of yourself. But somehow people think that, oh, it's me taking care of myself. Some people, you are in debt, they borrow, and then they think that they are taking care of themselves. That is not you taking care of yourself. That's not self-care. Self-care is you being at peace with yourself. Remember, we said that it is what you do to stay healthy, something that is sustainable. That is self-care. Another thing again, it's overeating, overfeeding. You know, when people are sad or are feeling some certain way, they say, let me just go out. You order pizza, you order burger, ice cream, you're eating everything. You think, I want to feel good about myself. You're not feeling good about yourself because those things are not healthy. What self-care is you eating healthy. Eating healthy, eating balanced diet, eating the things that you know that are good for your body in the long run. It's not the one that when you finish eating, you start adding unhealthy weight. And then you're just, just as you were saying earlier, somebody you say that I will eat it and then God will burn calories burner. No, it's not self-care. And that thing again is drinking. For the guys, although not all you guys drink, some girls drink. When you see, I'm not feeling bad, I'm feeling bad, something is not working out, and you're drinking, that's not taking care of yourself. That's just you harming yourself, because we say self-care is something that is healthy and sustainable. Excessive drinking is not healthy for you, and in the long run it's going to have a negative effect. That's just you overindulging yourself. Like, that's self-indulgence, that you're doing it for now just to feel good about yourself. It is not self-care. Another thing that people think is self-care that is not self-care is smoking. Yes, some people smoke just to feel good about themselves. In our dispensation, they call it toning. I don't know if you heard about it. Skin toning. They want to lighten their skin. See someone that is that, I'm taking care of myself. Self-care. Like, you buy this product to look some certain way. That's not you taking care of yourself. That is damaging your skin. And somehow you think that, okay, I'm doing it just to feel good. Like, my friends are doing it to please people. That's where pleasing people comes in. It's still not part of self-care. You trying to please people and be on everybody's good book, quote and unquote. It's not self-care. It's you harming yourself.
Wow. Yes. Wow, that's really interesting. So, talking about pleasing people, I want us to throw more light into it. Like, how do you draw the line between pleasing people and taking care of yourself? More like you going the extra mile for people even when it's not convenient.
Okay. Now, when you take care of yourself, one thing I believe that when you take care of yourself, it means you're conscious. And I believe that the Bible said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And there is this popular quote I live with, is that treat others the way you want to be treated. So as much as I can go for myself, is that much I can do for you. Now, for someone else. Now, if I know that I can make sacrifices for myself that I won't regret in the long run, I will do it for you. If you're my friend, I will go all out for you. But at the point where it starts affecting my mental health, my emotional health, I'll drop it. Because remember, I cannot love you more than I love myself. As much as I love myself, is that much I can love you. So when me loving you, going all out of you, is affecting me in a certain way that is not healthy to me, I'll drop it. And I don't advise anybody to do that, because let me tell you, if you do all of that, you end up being drained. And when you're drained, you end up being sad. And when you're sad, whatever thing you think that okay, you're doing for that person, and the person might not even appreciate it in the long run, you start feeling bad, and there's no blessing attached to it. Do you understand? When you start, okay, you do something and then you complain. So I would just advise that do as much, go all out for people. But when you know in some certain way it starts affecting the totality of your being, you drop it. Because remember, you can't love others more than you love yourself. As much as you love yourself is how much you can go for others.
Wow, it has been an amazing section. I really want to thank Miss Awaji for the value that she has thrown, she has given us for this section, and I trust you're also having an amazing time here, and I believe that you're already taking down notes of the things that you start changing from now onwards. So we're going to be we're almost wrapping up this section, but we want wonderful, amazing guest to give us some self-care routines. We talk about self-care, how to take care of ourselves. So what are the examples of things that we can do to take care of ourselves?
One of the some of the things that you can do to take care of yourself, like daily routine. Now let me make this clear. Some people think that taking care of yourself is expensive. Like, oh, you're talking about self-care. Talking about self-care, but I don't have money to take care of myself. It's not expensive. It's just little things you do just to feel good about yourself. Like waking up in the morning, making your bed. It's part of self-care. Like when you go out and you come in, oh, your environment is clean. Like you come home to a clean environment. That is you taking care of yourself. That is you waking up, taking a warm glass of water every morning. It's you taking care of yourself. Coming out every morning to take a deep breath is you taking care of yourself. Saying your prayers, yes, for the Christian, waking up there to pray, oh, you pray to God and commit your ways into the answer, it's you taking care of yourself. So people just think that, okay, taking care of myself is something that is big, I don't have money. Taking a walk, a long walk, is taking care of yourself. Reading, for those that love to read, taking a break, and just reading, for me, I find it like taking care of myself when I read, when I impart more knowledge to myself, like when I learn new things, it's you taking care of yourself. So taking self-care is not something that is very much expensive. It's something you can do as daily routine. Getting good deodorant is taking care of yourself. It doesn't need to be expensive just to make you feel and smell good. Keeping your environment clean, washing your clothes is taking care of yourself. Brushing your teeth, having nice breath is taking care of yourself. So you don't wait till, okay, I need to go to travel out, I need to go for vacation before you know that you're thinking, oh, I need to go out and eat out. It doesn't mean cooking yourself an healthy meal. It's taking care, eating fruit, it's taking care of yourself. These are the little things, these are the things that you can do without even, you can't say, okay, I don't have money, I don't have this amount. Another one again, like defining boundaries, defining relationship and setting boundaries is taking care of yourself. You don't need money to do this thing. It's just you understanding yourself, knowing the kind of person you are, and know the kind of person you want to bring into your space. And when you don't, I'm somebody that's, I love positive vibes, energy. Like I don't bring negativity. You cannot find negativity in my space, not in my WhatsApp, not even on my contacts, not even on my Facebook page. I intentionally block anyone that brings me negativity. That's me taking care of myself, taking care of my mental health, because those are the spaces I can control. Do you understand? Even in, like, even, okay, I know some people will have this thing. What if the toxic people that gives you energy are your family members? Have you heard about one time somebody asked me that question, and I told that question that fine, family is family, but there's a way you can actually block some negative energy by not giving them that attention. Whatever you feed grows. Do you understand? Whatever you feed grows, but when you ignore it, it dies a natural death. So these are just little tips that will cost you nothing to take care of yourself.
Wow, this is so amazing and mind-blowing. Talking about social media and the rest of it, it took my mind back to something that happened, I think, during the COVID-19 that time we're having this SARS, end SARS movement and all that. Yeah. So it happened that I was seeing a lot of negative things from people's status, and most times when you see this news, when you feed your eyes with this news, you start thinking, your mind starts racing up and down, and you're thinking, oh, what is happening next and all that. What I did at that time was to mute some people's status for the meantime. So it's how it goes a long way to show that we need to be very intentional with things we feed our minds on. That's another way of thinking ourselves. It's been an amazing time. Oh my, I'm so excited, and I believe that you've been learning a lot. And like I said, we are wrapping up this section. I don't know if our guest speaker has any word for us before we call it a day.
Okay. In conclusion, I would just say, no one will treat you better than you treat yourself. So whatever you do, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Because people will look at the way you treat yourself and follow through and treat you. People will see the way you love yourself and see it and follow through. So if you've been getting negative energy, if you don't like the way people treat you, I think you start working towards how you treat yourself. Watch how you treat yourself. And when you start being intentional about taking care of yourself, you see that other people will change and start to treat you better. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It's been an amazing time, viewers, and I believe you've been learning a lot. Personally, I've taken down notes of key points that I will not forget sincerely. Number one is, I'm not perfect, I'm a work in progress, and then I need to learn my personality to be able to know how to take care of myself. And I, just like Ms. Firo said, people out there cannot treat you better than you treat yourself. Trust you'll be having an amazing time. For those that are new on this channel, you're welcome. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on our amazing sessions that will be coming your way. And those that have been our family members, our subscribers, thank you so much for staying tuned. Do have an amazing day. Thank you for staying tuned. Bye.